The cause of this fire that you see here at the Peters Creek apartment that left one man dead has been revealed as improperly discarded smoking materials. That's what started it. Roanoke County Fire says while the full report has not yet been completed, they were able to pinpoint what started this fire early on in their investigation.
So we know that, but while one answer has been given, many residents are left with more questions and some big ones. 10 News anchor Abby Coleman is working for you to get answers from the management company.
And I heard people yelling fire, so I ran to my front door, opened it, got hit with a wall of smoke.
When Cassondra Ratliff's building at the Peters Creek apartment complex caught fire, she grabbed her 2 kids and ran as fast as she could.
How do you even begin to process or prepare yourself for this kind of thing?
It's been 3 weeks since that night, and Cassondra tells me she's left with more questions than answers from apartment managers.
Talk to me a little bit about what frustrations you're having and where they're coming from.
The biggest one is just not knowing anything. They're not giving us any updates. They haven't let us into our apartments to get our belongings. I go almost every day, sometimes every other day, depending on my kids, just to see where we're at, see if they know anything new, if there's any changes, see when they're going to let us in. But they didn't really want to give me any answers. It was all tight-lipped.
Cassondra and other residents I've spoken with have gone straight to the top for answers. Grady Management President Brian Alford.
Did you ever get a response from him?
No.
Cassandra's main concern is that until now, she hasn't been able to see her apartment. But Brian Klingenpeel with Roanoke County Fire says
our fire marshals released the building, a couple weeks ago. It was a few days after the fire.
Cassondra hadn't heard from property management at all until I emailed Alford.
They called me yesterday and said that they are going to let us in for 2 hours. And while we are in there, somebody from the staff will be watching us from the door.
I asked Alford why residents weren't being allowed back in, and he says several inspections were taking place over the last 3 weeks, including by insurance adjusters. I told this to Cassondra, who says this hasn't been the case at all, and that she's bounced from the complex to the county to the fire marshal in a search for answers.
They don't care. None of the management cares.
For now, Cassondra is taking things one step at a time, focusing on how to get her belongings out in that 2-hour window.
I think that they need to step up their game on how they respond.
Abby Coleman, 10 News, working for you.